Hey everybody, welcome back to more Wargame. Today we're gonna build a Norway deck and play it. Not too long ago there was some discussion on my Discord about specifically Norway, how good it is, how playable it is, and somebody made a comment recently as well under my video, so I felt like might as well give it a shot. Um, Before I actually start building it, obviously I know more or less all the units it has, but sometimes you forget about some things, or sometimes you forget about what it lacks. I basically said that honestly, it is probably a lot stronger than the plus 40% availability gives away. Usually this is like an indicator of how strong strong, but most importantly also how well-rounded a deck is, right? Eurocore, for example, has pretty much every base card and has no availability bonus, right? North Korea has plus 50% because it lacks a lot of stuff, and that should mean that Norway with plus 40% should be not so great either. And it does lack stuff, but it covers a lot of important bases, and just like certain decks, certain other strong decks, having a being very strong in one aspect might very well more than make up for lacking other aspects. But let's take a look. So, 40% availability bonus, of course, means everything that's 3 per card becomes 4 per card. That is really, really nice. And of course, 2 per card becomes 3 per card as well. But it also means, I can easily get away with 2 cards of CVs and have like plenty of them. This even gets down to up to 6 per card, right? 4 turns to 6, right? 4 times 1.4 is uh 5.6. There you go. Oh my god. And half it rounds up from zero point 0.5 onwards, right? So if something would be 1.5 units per card, it becomes 2 per card. Now, back to this. I'm usually good at math. I don't know why I fumbled there. It's because I know I'm recording, so I'm more embarrassed if I fail. Copium. Usually I'd obviously take the NO, but we only get 3 of those, and having the extra armor, 1 versus 2 armor, as you probably know, is huge, and as such, it's more important on units that actually arrive and fight at the front line, and of course also units you get a lot per card of, right? Um, this essentially means using it here means, of course, I get only 4 of those NOs for the 1 card I use, and it has very little effect. I don't think we're gonna use the supply helicopter, but we might actually be able to fit it in. So for now, I'm gonna. Or should I put in the tank CV? It is not that much more tanky than the. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna replace this with that for 5 points. I honestly rather have 2 wheels. Plus, this is the NO variant, right? So it actually has 2 front and 2 side, just like the M577, and it's wheeled, and it has a Browning, and it even has medium optics. For some reason, this is lacking its optics. I think all ground CVs are supposed to have medium optics. Weird. So this is, well, not objectively because you pay 5 points more, but as close to objectively better as it could be. And honestly, I don't think the tank CV is really worth it in this case. It's only as a 1 top armor and 1 rear, 5 front armor and cannon, sure, but it's slow, it's clunky, I don't know. False Mega versus FSK, I would almost always go for False Mega 90. Yes, you have lower DPS, mainly on the primary weapon, which scales both rate of fire and accuracy with training. MG only scales accuracy, of course. And Shock and Elite get CQC, whereas Line Infantry, with very few exceptions, do not. But since they're also Light Infantry, they have the same speed as Elite Infantry, right? Light Infantry, as you can see by the background, this is, these guys there. They get a plus 5k mage speed bonus, which is really, really nice. And Falskimmeger, because they're for Scandi, and in this case for Norway, basically your prime heavy, medium to short range and a tank squads, that HP bonus is so big because it means there will be a threat for tanks for much, much longer, right? Whereas with 10-man squads, right, 2 medium tanks might be able to just duel them in forests, take 1 hit and be done with it. With 15 HP, that changes. Not to mention, of course, when you're sitting in a town or forest and have the damage reduction, that also comes into effect and is very, very noticeable. Only get 1 card, but honestly, that should be enough. Can even up with it and have 11 of them. We don't get 80 gem scores here, which is one big hole, of course. They're also pretty good at town fighting, right? But I would still like to have one kind of Stormer for town fighting. 20-point MG3 squads, very nice. In the NO as well. I'm gonna take one card of these bad boys. Very strong autocannon, 10 points, but only 1 armor. Still very, very good. Manpads are probably gonna be a must because our anti-air. Well, our best anti we have Noah and Nasams, which are solid, but we don't really have good, like cheap short range AA. Although we do get the M113 with the RBS on it, but having it in Manpad form is still nice. And then I would like to have the CV90. We could, of course, also go for LHV or another kind of government and just a 5-pointer if you want the spam. But I think we should try to go more of a quality approach. And plus, they are very spammy here. I should probably downvet them actually. And the CV90 is honestly really nice. The question is just with what unit, right? We want another Eric's, but I don't think they work too well with the CV90 because they have only 5 HP. And usually you want squads that can also tank for your IFV. Unless, of course, the squad fulfills a different role. Looking at the RBS 56, it also comes in the STRF 9040. So the choice, in my mind, is always between Stormer and Government 90. The 5-point price difference, not a big deal, since it's 45 versus 40 points. It's like 1/8, whoop-de-doo, not a huge deal. But the upgrade of the squad itself, right, is quite big. And don't forget, you get the high veterancy. So I think I'm gonna take 11 upgraded Stormer here. Support type M270. It's a cluster M270. You get even 3 per card base. M109 spam also works. What will we struggle with? Tanks, right? And in this case, the M270 might be the best option. It's not like great at dealing with tanks, but sometimes all we can do is get them down to a lot, like very little HP or something, and just force them to retreat or anything like that. Might already be good enough. While RD, of course, will make it even easier for us to win infantry fights at certain maps, certain situations. We have strong infantry, so we hopefully don't need to rely on RT as much. Yeah, and if I were to choose between these two, I'd always go for the cheap one, honestly. This one still has 30 seconds aim time and 100 points. And don't forget, right, they have the same rate of fire, same aim time. And they have same HE, right? So I'd rather have 2 of those for the price of 1 of these. I will take the Noah, and I will take the Nasams, and I will take a mortar. Now the question is, do we want either of these? Or do we just want to put in the M109 as well, just as an option, right? It's gonna be tough to use like 8 or 6 of those and 3 of those at the same time and not run out of supply. But depending on the matchup, you might just never need this. I might want a card of this, right? So I think I'm actually gonna take the M109s. And since we get so many of them due to our availability bonus, I will upvet them even though I usually don't. Because for these guys, you just want the number, right? You don't want 2 on the field. You want as many as you can board, really. 105 NO2 is a must. Do you need 14? Or is 10 enough? Let's go with 14. And then just a card of M48 A1 because they're good cheap tanks. 34 of those, holy. M24 is just garbage. I'm not even gonna explain why. We can healer. I definitely want the card of these bad boys to sneak around. I also realized we still have 1 NO left over. Probably for these. Because the Marinejäger, we might actually want to be amphibious potentially. And the NO variant is not amphibious. Underbill's honestly a really good unit. And probably just these bad boys for the front line. I think I might actually down with them. I could see myself running out. I'd rather have the Jeep because it's fast. This thing, it does have 2 front armor. We can probably just afford both. This we shouldn't really need because for this role we just have the M48A1s, plus we have the CV90, the NM135 for fire support. So I never really see a reason to buy one of these things, given all the other choices I have. Helicopters we don't get any. Planes we don't have a lot of choices. This is our only ASF. It's a decent one. It's our only HE bomber. It's a great one. This is our only seed. it's acceptable, but also got multi-role. While it doesn't, again, it's one of the worst pure seaplanes if all we take a look at is the seat performance. However, it has a massive, at least compared to quite a few other planes, advantage of being a very good helo hunter as well. Um, Probably just a cluster and a rocket pod. We don't actually have the activation points. Would you look at that? I will take out the supply helo, I think. Cluster plane and this could be Sniper Crotal or something like that, right? Taking 2 cards of either of these would also work, but I think Fighting Falcon, F-16 AM, and the Puff are a must, really. This one is not really worth it. It's slow, not a lot of VCM. 3 bombs. 3 bombs might actually be kind of an okay payload, but I think I'd start saying like it's an acceptable payload from 4 napalm bombs onwards. Napalm planes are just shafted because the majority of the times they just put on low amount of bombs and on old ass planes, so they're neither survivable nor do they have a lot of bombs in almost any situation. And we have 2 activation points left. Vehicle tab, I don't see anything worth putting in there. Basic tow with 1 armor, no thank you. Helicopters we can't choose. So tank tab. Maybe this one for 45 points, 15 AP, which is equivalent of full range 14 AP. A 10 RPM and 45 points isn't actually too horrible, and I don't really see a reason to put in anything else. Can also upbid this easily. 25 should be enough. Alright, this will be our night. And I shall see you in a second once we find a ranked game. Alright, we got gold, okay, whatever, gold punch, I don't know what this is. Hi. What is this map? I'd say actually a good map. I'd say a very good map, maybe even. We should be very good at anything infantry related, so we can basically go for either of these. I think I'd rather go for Alpha. Do I? Alpha or Delta? Maybe Delta. Because really holding Alpha in the town, you want ATGM squads, right? Delta, obviously you also want, but usually the assaults onto Delta don't, outside of the opener, don't really come across the open here. So not having ATGMs not as big of a deal. And with the major high amount of assault, or most of the assault coming from this way, Ericssons are gonna shine. So I think we're gonna try to go for Delta. I think I will open with a Puff. Because our helicopter options are pretty much non-existent. I could choose some infantry in there in helicopters, but I didn't. And I don't really see a reason why I should. I feel like a CB90 in here. For town fights, I think, well, Storm and should hopefully be enough. I'm not gonna go with an ASAMs because we have the Puff. Get a bunch of Panzer builds as well, just to spread around. Recon. Can actually save this a bit and get like just one of these bad boys to just sit in here. Maybe in there. The Panzer builds are hopefully gonna secure that. Then we can buy the Puff ASAP. We don't have mortar, but honestly I don't think we should need one. Alright, good luck, have fun. I did buy a second CV, right? We're actually gonna like go there, unload, and then move there. I wanna sneak it past there. Just all drive in there. TV, load in there. Panzer builds, send some of these there. Put one of you down there, or 2 of you, and one just past there. Hope you just moved there except for that one you're gonna unload here. No helicopters yet. Okay, that's pretty funny. It's an RBS. Okay, so we're playing against Scandi though, not against Norway. There's a lot of XAs. And an early Foxtrot. Okay, that's Don't see that very often. Oh, I want to kill that Panzer build so that my Marinejäger hopefully stay unspotted. Right? Oh yeah, I have you. Gorgor. Get a fight if I can just bomb this. Alright, get a 1A5 by no 2. Just Panzer builds versus Panzer builds everywhere. That's actually so funny. And we honestly shouldn't really need a whole lot of manpads here because helicopters and Scandi, while the Fennecs are great, they're not don't have this impact of like Heinz and Cobras and stuff like that. Happens to the best of us. It is frustrating though. See if you can sneak around with another one. 103D, oh, okay. Let's make sure we kill that before we even try to cross into the town there. 50 cows might otherwise just annihilate us. Okay, I'm actually surprised this survived. Ah, they might have been on the attack move, and as I was reversing or flying away, I was driving out of max range, and when you're on attack move, that usually means that, like, no! Guidance is lost. Alright, if he's not paying attention, yeah, okay, was just shooting. He's paying attention. Okay, it's probably got actually spotted by Rican here. I don't think medium optics would spot me at that range anymore, given that I was not firing. Okay, those Dragona are empty, that's pretty funny. I, however, remain saddened by the fact that I got spotted. They're one of the worst maps to sneak around, really. Actually, you know what? Maybe we can actually just keep it here, and we might be able to spot HM infantry from here when it's firing. Especially because the Swedish one, being a 5-man team, only has good stealth and not very good. And as such, it's actually a good bit easier to spot than your typical HM teams, because most of them tend to be just 2-man. Right. Incredibly defensive opener from our opponent. Right, 3 CVs. Lots of stuff in this town, lots of stuff in here. Well, not lots of stuff, admittedly, but good amount of AA. Makes me think that, you know, up until now there was not much here, but I spent a lot of time clearing all this out, so I'm gonna be pretty late. I would, however, really prefer to not have a sit streak here, because then a beacon might just wreck me. Make sure to shoot at this. They're actually sitting out in the open here, not in the town, not in the forest. Oh, that was just really frustrating for our opponent. On this, in case there's something there. Get another fast scheming squad or something here. And at least a manpad. There's the RBS. Oaklaring spotting it, like I said. It's a Noah or an Eotom. It's some kind of horn. Oh, it's honestly fine by me. You're out moving out in the open. I'm just shredding you. There you go. How we wanted. 1F5, catching those reinforcements. Did you turn on? It is a NOAA. Or well, some kind of hawk that is radar. No, it's not. Wait, why can I right click? I didn't turn off the didn't I not just... Maybe I'm imagining stuff. So I wanted to turn off the main gun, right? To check if this is radar. Because if it's not radar, or if it's turned off, you cannot target it with C. You're sitting down of sight, of course. But if you can't right click on it, right, you don't get the red, there's the beacon. You don't get the red marker. It means it's not killable with that weapon. Hopefully it makes sense. Just retreat, just retreat. I think I should kill one of the RBS with the MG, huh? Like the trucks. Kinda funny. Into this bush here. Hello there. Oh, you know what? We should try the counter battery. Dead. Just moving out. Why are you taking so long to aim? What the heck? Where was the turret facing it? Towards these guys or what? Weird. So weird. Oh man, you should be dead. I know I was too greedy trying to not get either return shot, but oh well. I'm gonna hunt you down. I should be able to one-shot you. Go. They're just sitting there out in the open. Oh really? Did she... I mean, fair enough, but like... Still sad. I think killing the 1-5 Kingmakers... Oh, I guess... you know, it was in the opener. Might have very much been worth it. Well... Norway is better than Scandi, I guess. Alright, we're gonna try to find another one, shall we? Alright, oh, we got nuclear again, and we got Lord Pie. Hello, Lord Pie. Alright. This is gonna be more difficult, though. Especially if Lord Pie plays, let's say, Blue Moto or something like that. So, honestly, our chances are not particularly high, but the thing with decks like these is, if once he sees my Norwegian units, right, he might just think, oh, he's playing Scandi, right? And then he plays and buys stuff as if he was playing against Scandi. Maybe he might not be as aggressive, etc., right? So, let's see. I will not scream. And shell. He's playing blue 4 as well. So I would be surprised if it was not Blue Moto. Where he has like 50 variants of. I'm not, a single path might just not be enough. Oh man, this is gonna be tough, I'll be honest. I think I'll do like an early fighting Falcon again. I think I have to. Quite frankly. Stormer, some fast Keymaker. Basically same story as before. For for you it's like 5 minutes later, for me it's the next day. We have a second CV, we have a Riken Hilo. We have our infantry. Some Opklarings. Like a defensive CV90. Like another fast Keymaker for this town. Right then. I guess I could buy like another cheap thing because I don't need to buy the buff instantly. So let's just get another panzer wheel, I guess. Another 2. Alright, I'm ready. Yeah, this is... I would have preferred something like... I think highway might be the best in many situations, because that's just prime Felski Mega 90 map, really. The centerpiece is really good for that. At 1050 meters range. But this, honestly, as long as we just don't get Mudfight, that's great, because Mudfight would be really tough. Although I suppose you could really get some stuff going on if you get some good early bombers and just can keep spamming planes. That is one way to win on Mudfight, I guess, yeah. Alright, good luck, fun. At XA180. You here. Go and unload there. You here. That's the single CB90. Sorry, the single 5 Schemega 90. I might be a bit late with the pump here. Oh yeah, for some reason I just didn't tell you to move. Oh, that's great. That's great. Let's just hope there's not gonna be... Oh, what's this? That's an ASF. AWS? She's playing Eurocore. Alright, fuck me, I guess. Oh, good luck. Good luck against the Eurocore. Ugh, this is awful. This is just not nice at all. This might even be Moto. Maybe not. If this is up with it, this could all just be up with it. You missed? Oh. You gotta be kidding me. How did you miss there? Oh, I forgot about the tiger because it's fucking invisible. Well, this is just awful. Oh, they're just gonna bum rush me down with those vibes. Just, oh my, this is no. What am I supposed to do? Oh yeah, I forgot about you. I don't have a motor. I did some stuff there. Let's just see if we can simply move in there. I don't know why you stopped there. This is just... What am I supposed to do? He fucking landed Milan's there, this tryhard. I mean, he's playing rank, I don't know. Oh, that's the wrong unit. Of course, the Panther is line of sight there. Come on. I have no AA. I have no AA. Oh yeah, KWS is ready. I'm just dead, dude. This moto, even worse. I'm just getting shot at while I can't even spot them. It's so great. Good, please. You hit, you know. Yeah, okay. It's 44%, you know. Not really most likely outcome. Be real. Alright. Nothing against this tiger. There's some water. There it is. Keep moving, keep moving. Fuck, Shimmy Good Night, come on! What do you want me to do, man? Against like a fucking moto deck, like a top tier moto deck on nuclear. There's just no way I could protect my stuff to get into this town here. I mean, I guess I knew I was playing against Lord Price, so I should have expected like a moto deck like that, but how else am I gonna win against moto? I'm practically a moto deck! Just a horrible one compared to this. I mean, what do you want me to do? Jesus Christ, man. I guess KD wasn't even bad, but I was in such a horrible position. Alright. Well, that's enough of Norway. I guess one single loss is enough to just throw get rid of my excitement. How about you shut the fuck up? Got it. Content. Keep playing your game for. Right. Alright, well, that was Norway. Yeah. This is like there was a similar situation recently, right? Where this is was it what? Yeah, it was I was playing Blue Marines, right? On I think it was Mudfight, and I went up against Blue Mortar, right? And then it's such a matchup. My deck is just a worse version of what I'm playing against, and even though I'm playing Norway against, oh well, yeah, Eurocore, it's still like practically like we have the same kind of very similar infantry, but theirs just better, or his is just better, and he has the wheel support, right? He has A makes sense, right? And VAP T20s that just massively changed the entire setup. Right, well, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll hopefully see you in the next one. Bye bye.